Hey, what's up you guys? It's Lizzie Morris MUA, and today, as you can see by the title, I'm going to be doing a ultimate beginner's guide for makeup, but like the glam edition, because I've realized when I first started getting into makeup, I was doing foundation, concealer, powder, contour, all that stuff. So this is kind of like the glam version, because I know a lot of people out there that wear makeup do not go all out, and that's perfectly fine, but this is like, yeah, the ultimate beginner's guide to glam makeup. It's just gonna be like full coverage, full on, full face of makeup. I already went ahead and did my eyebrows because I actually already have a eyebrows for beginners tutorial that I will link in the description below, or I will put it somewhere on the screen up here, somewhere up here. And you guys can check that out because brows literally take the longest, and I always do them first anyway. So I went ahead and did them. I had a few people request this surprisingly on my Facebook account and my Snapchat, asking like, where do I start? Like, you know, most of these, the people that requested it don't really know what steps to take to make the foundation and concealer and everything just kind of come together. And I totally understand that. So, and I know the struggle of going through that. So I just decided to make this video. So before I get started, e.l.f. sent me, and I think this is because I'm in their beauty squad, so I'm sure other people got this, but I kind of felt like it was PR, even though I know it's probably not. But I buy so much stuff from e.l.f. anyway, and I keep racking up my points, so maybe this is like a free thing. But they sent me this paper that says, "Shine bright, you're a star. Thank you, e.l.f. This exclusive lipstick shade is just for you, rising star. Talk about serious squad goals. Share how you wear and tag e.l.f. Beauty Squad on Instagram." So, and they gave me this lipstick in the shade Brick. It's a velvet matte lipstick, and it just says Beauty Squad limited edition shade Beauty Squad exclusive. So yeah, I guess they send it to everyone that's in the beauty squad. That's why I don't buy e.l.f. stuff from Ulta. I buy it from e.l.f.'s website, or I quit buying it from Walmart too, because they do stuff like this. You can't purchase this exclusive shade anywhere else. It's just for you. Gorgeous. Enjoy this beauty squad perk. So thank you. What you want to first do is moisturize your skin. If you have oily skin, you still want to moisturize because your skin still could be lacking moisture, if that makes sense, even though you have excess oil. So what I like to use is my e.l.f. Prep and Hydrate Balm, which is basically the moisturizer, but they also have this, which I usually use after the shower. This is the Daily Hydration Moisturizer, who's been through hell and back, and they actually have a new one on the site that actually has SPF, so when I repurchase this, I'm gonna get the one with SPF. Now this one's supposed to be more of like a primer, you could say, but I feel like it hydrates the skin really well, and I love applying it before my primer. So yeah, you just want to moisturize. Like I said, I recommend this one even if you have oily skin, because it doesn't feel oily. I'm pretty sure it's oil free. This is only $8, and this lasted me a long time, and I still have a good bit left. So next you want to prime. So I have two primers. The Benefit Professional that I like to put on my T-zone, and you can get this mini size for $12, which it's really expensive. But any pore filling primer, if you suffer or like deal with enlarged pores, which I do, which really, you know, I feel like I'd never noticed until I started watching YouTube channels. Like, I didn't realize how big my pores were. But I just like going in with this, and it doesn't dry out your skin at all. It literally makes your skin feel so smooth. If I had the bigger bottle of this, I would literally cover my whole face in it, because it smooths out the face and your cheeks, just everything that's enlarged pores and everything like that. I don't know if you guys can tell if you skip back a few seconds before I put this on, but it literally just makes it like a flat surface. It just works so well.
Sorry you guys, I need my Coke Zero. It's my one and only addiction.
Okay, next I go in. I know this seems like so many primers, but it's really not. Like, you really, like I said, you need to moisturize anyway, even if you don't wear makeup. And then this I only put in my T-zone. I spray this Aqua Primer Mist, which is only $8 as well. Most of e.l.f. stuff is relatively cheap. They're coming out with some more expensive stuff, but stuff that's like even better quality than what they already have. But the only thing I will say that I hate about this primer is that it squirts like directly. I spray it and then I like rub it into my skin, and this just like helps the smile line, keep the skin hydrated. It's called the Aqua Primer Mist, and I don't have the box. Elf doesn't really put much on their actual packaging, so I hold it really far back.
And then, actually I need a little more. And then I just kind of pat it in the skin.
For $16 you get a moisturizer and a primer, and they're really good. And Elf's got plenty of primers. So next, I'm going to show you guys a few affordable eyeshadow palettes so you don't feel overwhelmed, you know, feel like you have to go buy like a $50 palette. That is not the case to be able to do glam makeup. So I'm going to show you guys just a few of my favorite palettes that are on the cheaper side. So this is by the brand Amar or Almar. If you have a Five Below store, this is where I got this one. It came out around the time that the Kylie Cosmetic like burgundy or the brown shadow, I don't know, one of her little palettes. It came out around the same time. These are more shimmery, but these are good for any warm tone look, and I think I'm actually going to use this in the tutorial today. But it was only $5 for six shades. Which is not bad. This is so simple. I'm going to create such a simple look that is not overwhelming at all, just to look, you know, subtly, like a subtle glam look. So we're going to be using this today. But yeah, it's should be at any Five Below store in the makeup section. I love going to Five Below for makeup. I hadn't been there in a while, but I used to go all the time because they had really good makeup for really affordable prices. Okay, next is this Profusion palette, and I thought I had another one, but I don't know where it went. And this is like their little, like, I guess like their chocolate bar palette. It's supposed to be like the Too Faced one, I think, and it was only $3, and these shades are actually not bad. I found this at a store called Fred's, but you could probably find it at any drugstore, or you can go on their website. This is like the cream shade. The black's really pigmented. Here's the brown. I'm getting some on the side of my hands. And here's like a silver. It's hard to swatch it because they're in such little pans, but this is good for beginners, and it even comes with a mirror and a little eyeshadow guide, and it just tells you how to like create a smoky eye. And it came with an eyeliner, but I think I threw it away because it just was not, yeah, I didn't need it. Next is Makeup Revolution. They're very inexpensive, and they have a lot of dupes for very high-end brands, especially Too Faced. They have so many dupes for Too Faced, and this one was only $15, and you can get it at Ulta's website or on the Tam Beauty website, which is like their parent company, I think. But look at all these shades for $15, and these shades are amazing. I'm not going to swatch it because I have a full review on it, and it also comes with a huge mirror, and it's only $15. And you get a huge array of shades. And so using this little $5 palette, I'm just going to go ahead and do my eyeshadow, and I'm going to go in with this orangey warm tone shade. And they are pretty sparkly, but on the brush and when you swatch it, but when you put on the lid, it doesn't look sparkly at all. And do you see how much pigment it is? And it's only $5. It's like insane. So now I'm gonna go on with this light brown shade in the middle and just deepen up the outer V. So I'm gonna take the I used to use this as highlighter, which you totally can. It like works really well, but I'm gonna take it and put it under the brow bone for a little brow bone highlight. Right, and so another trick, I've had a few people ask me how to get really good eyeliner, and I feel like my eyeliner is not that good, but a lot of people think it is. So the tape trick will save your life, and I've even tried doing these little toothpick thingies, and as you can see, there's like eyeliner on it. So you just get some tape, and you can do this with your eyeshadow too if you want your eyeshadow precise, but I don't really mind. And you just put it like that. And my biggest problem is making both sides even, so you need to make sure so your wings come out similar. I mean, the tape doesn't have to be the same length because this one's obviously shorter, but you want to kind of make sure they're pointed at the same angle. And then I take this e.l.f. liquid liner, or like felt liner. You can't even see the stuff on it. It's just in Black is Black. I'll try to link everything below that I can if I get to it. So I've had this for a while and it's still going strong. So you just line it on the tape. And I've had moments where I didn't use tape and my wings still turn out good. I wish I could do it without tape, but it's really hard. So you just line up the sides. I know some people do the actual lid first, but I don't. Okay, before I even do the rest, I just take this off.
And there you go.
Super, super simple. And I got this tape from the dollar store, so you can have a good wing for as low as $1. Sorry. Now, to make the wings the same is the question. Okay, and they look pretty similar. I feel like the left one's a little longer, but it's not too noticeable, so I'm just gonna go ahead and fill the rest in. And then it wasn't really sticking to this part of the eye for some reason, even though this is like such a good eyeliner. So there you have it, a simple wing. That's how I do my wings most of the time, if I ever do them. Now it's foundation. And I feel like this should just be a full face e.l.f. tutorial. It really should, but I've already done one of those a few weeks ago, or like months ago. So, blending out your foundation. Brushes can be good. Brushes are really good for like stick foundations and stuff. I don't use stick foundations. I'd like to try out a few in the future, but I use liquid most of the time. For me, the best tool to blend out your liquid foundation is a beauty sponge. This is only like $5. I know it looks so dirty, but it's stained. You can get it from Walmart, Ulta. It's cheaper at Walmart. I buy my stuff at Ulta most of the time because you get Ulta rewards and stuff like that. But some people like to put it on their face first. I like putting it on the sponge. Start blending. I love the way this foundation smells. I don't know, it smells like sunscreen, but I don't know. I love how everything at e.l.f. smells from e.l.f. I know it sounds like really gross and weird, but their stuff just smells so fresh. Like all their skincare, I use a lot of their skincare too. Eventually I will do like a skincare routine or whatever. Even though my skin looks super red, I doubt y'all even want to see it. But yeah, all their stuff just smells like really refreshing. It's not too hard to build it up to full. But I think I'm gonna leave it as it is. I'm gonna let it dry for just a minute and then we're gonna move on to concealer. Okay, so for concealer, a really good one that is also, I think they have this at CVS, I've never seen it there, but I've heard it's there, is the LA Girl Pro Conceal. These are almost completely full coverage and they're only $5 at Ulta. At CVS, they might be like $5.99. And I think you can get them on Amazon, you can kind of get them anywhere, but I love the applicator and the coverage is amazing. You really don't need much. I always go overboard. So I'm gonna try not to today. But you wanna, if you're new to the whole foundation concealer thing, you wanna get a concealer that's like 1 to 2 shades lighter than your foundation. As you can see, this is way lighter than my foundation. And you just wanna put it, like I said, if you're doing a glam look, you wanna put it where you want your face to be highlighted, which is your forehead, like the center of your forehead, down the bridge of your nose, your cupid's bow, your chin, and under your eyes, obviously. I'm going to get my e.l.f. Cream Contour Kit. This is amazing if you want to learn how to contour. It comes with a big mirror and it's only $6. It comes with 3 contour shades and a concealer. I used to use this. Look, it's like literally all gone. I used to use this to clean up my brows, but it kind of, first of all, I ran out, and then after a while I was like noticing that it looked cakey, but the cream contour is amazing, and it's only $6. And I think if you only use one shade, you can just purchase one of the pans. I don't think you have to repurchase the whole thing, but I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But you want to go on the hollows of your cheeks, right under your cheekbone. You want to kind of go basically on the perimeter of your face. So as most people say, it's like a 3 or an E, whichever side you look at. And
you want to, if you have like a double chin like I do, you want to contour this chin. And then I like to get a smaller brush, if I can find the thing.
But if you want to have a more snatched nose, I do like a V on the tip of my nose, and I saw this on Pinterest, so I've been doing this lately. And then you put a little bit right there on the little like nostril, and then you want to do like that. This is gonna make your nose snatch, and I actually do have a lot of people that compliment my nose contour, which it looks a little crooked, but once you blend it out, it looks fine. A lot of people like to blend it into their eyeshadow so it looks more natural, which I will do with a powder later. But this is only $6, you guys. Get on it. But I'm gonna go ahead and I start blending out the concealer first. And you see this concealer really does go a long way. I'm gonna put some of this excess where my smile lines are. Then I'm gonna do the forehead, and then I just blend the whole the whole nose contour together at one time, and it just makes it look super natural. So then with the contour, you can buff it out a little before you go in with the sponge. It makes it a little easier to blend. Contouring, I also have a contour for beginners, contour and highlight for beginners tutorial, but you know, this is just a whole makeup application. So an alternative, if you're on a budget, this is also by Profusion, and it was $5. I think it's $7 on their actual website, but this is a powder, highlight, and contour. I use that is like an actual highlight for your cheekbones, and I love it so much. It's like so pretty. But yeah, only $5, and it's powder, and yeah. I don't really use it too much because I have dry skin. So next, you want to set your foundation with a powder. Like, you want to do it even if you have dry skin like I do. I use Coty Airspun. This is like $6 at Walmart. It is not flashback, and if you really do have really bad dry skin, I wouldn't like bake it and leave it there, but I would just go like this. Watch, I'll show you guys. I would just, and this is kind of how I do anyway, I only bake under my contour, but you just want to, instead of going like that and just leaving it there, you want to press it into the skin so it's not just sitting on top of the skin and soaking up excessive oil, because that's what really powder is doing. It's getting all the oil out so it can't run off, if that makes sense. So you just want to press it into the skin. So this just ensures that your makeup will last a lot longer. I have a few good drugstore bronzers I'm going to show you guys. So the first one, this is not an actual bronzer, this is a pressed powder by Black Radiance in the shade Bronze Glow. So it's really just a pressed powder for deeper skin tones, but I like using this as a bronzer. I also, and I think this is only $5 as well, found it at the Family Dollar, and this was only 50 cents. It's off e.l.f.'s website. I think normally it's like $1.50, or they might have discontinued it actually. But e.l.f.'s got pretty good bronzers. This was only 50 cents. So I bought it on sale, and it literally like looks so good on my skin. And then the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, which I love the smell. Oh my gosh, it's like such a pretty cool tone bronzer, and it's only like $15, which is not bad. And I don't ever see people hitting pan, people that use this constantly, because it like lasts forever, and it also comes with like a little mirror. I'm gonna actually use the Black Radiance pressed powder because I really love this powder, and I just take this little brush And to wipe away this powder that's left, I dip into my bronzer and I start bronzing, and then I fluff that away, and it kind of just adds a little bit more warmth because the powder kind of takes away the warmth in my skin. It doesn't leave a white cast, but it kind of just takes away from the foundation. So I just for my nose contour, I know this seems like so elaborate, but I'm gonna take the butter bronzer, and I always go in with this like little Wet n Wild brush. And I also like contour under my lips to make my lips appear fuller. Usually I use the cream, but I forgot. And then with this, I usually just put it right on the tip of my nose and drag it up the sides and kind of blend it into my eyeshadow. So next for blush, okay, literally, I'm so sorry guys, this is literally all e.l.f., but e.l.f. is super affordable. So e.l.f.'s got blushes. Most of them I think are $3. I use Twinkle Pink the most, and it's like a blush with like a sheen, like a peachy, like a very light peachy mauve blush, and it's got a little bit of sheen in it. So if you don't like wearing a bunch of highlight but you want to have like a little bit of glow, this is really good. And you just want to put it on the apples of your cheeks. You don't want to do too much. A lot of blushes are super pigmented, so you want to be super careful. If you're not sure, I would like put some on the back of your hand and check, but if you can tell, there's a little bit of sheen to it. I don't know if you guys can see on camera. I think you can. So next is highlight. I have 3 different alternatives. Wet n Wild has a bunch of highlighters for very cheap. They're really, I don't feel like really complement lighter skin tones. This is the lightest shade I could find at my store, and it's in the shade Precious Petals. It is super pretty, and it's just, it looks light, but let's see, you could put it on the nose and stuff, but I feel like on the cheeks, when you turn a certain way, it looks like it has a dark cast, and because I'm so fair, so we can put a little bit on the nose. But yeah, these are only like $4. They're so inexpensive. So it's super pretty on the nose, but if you're really fair skin, unless they have lighter shades online, I don't recommend that. But then e.l.f.'s got a lot of baked highlighters. This is actually a baked eyeshadow, but I use it as a highlight, and I'll show you guys this. It's really powdery, but super pretty. And I'll put a little bit down the nose. And this is like $1. And then for the last one, this is Makeup Revolution. This is only $9 on Ulta's website. This is ginormous. It's as big as my Jeffree Star. It's the same size. This one's $30. This one's $9. And I actually kind of like this one better than my Jeffree Star one. So I just get my little brush.
And if you have, oh shit.
If you have like large pores, you don't want to bring your highlight too far down. You just want to kind of keep it right here. Next is I was gonna say eyeliner, but mascara. I usually don't do bottom liner. I just don't feel the need to. A lot of times I will
Sorry, my neighbors are like doing something weird.
a lot of times I'll just get eyeshadow and smoke it out after I do everything. So actually I will do that right now. And this kind of adds a little bit of glam if you are wanting to do a subtle glam, like, I don't know, it just kind of like helps with that. So I'm just going to take the orangey shade and the brown shade and mix them. And with the little angled packing brush, I'm going to put it right under the waterline. So a really amazing drugstore mascara is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise, which is pretty new. And this is in Black is Black, and it's $9.99 at Ulta, and it is like a big dupe for the Too Faced Better Than Sex. I still think I'm gonna repurchase the Too Faced Better Than Sex because I'm almost out, because it does add, I think, a little more volume, but this is a little under or a little over half the price. The Too Faced is $23. Okay, last thing is lips. So Elf's got great lipsticks I was about to show for super cheap, and I also have this Maybelline lipstick. This is a nude and this is more of a pink, and I like to mix the two. So this Elf one, I think is only $3. And I'm just gonna kind of rub this one all over. But here you guys go. Here is the completed look, mostly drugstore. I feel like everything I mentioned was drugstore. I think that's it. So yeah guys, I hope you guys like this tutorial. This is just the easy beginner's glam makeup. Super simple. Anyone can achieve this. Anyone can do a full face, full coverage kind of makeup look on a budget. I will try to attempt to list as many products below in the description box, so check it out. Also be sure to follow my Instagram and Snapchat at this Lizzie Morris MUA. I will try to put it on the screen right here. And I'm also working on my own Facebook page, which I will link below if you guys want to go like it, but there's nothing on it yet. So yeah guys, if you like this video, please like and comment what you want to see next, and please subscribe. I am at 49 subscribers. I really want to get to 50. I mean, I really want to get to like 500, but 50 is my first goal. So yeah, and feel free to share this video with your friends that you know, want to learn how to do glam or like full coverage makeup on a budget. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.